Next up, it looks like Rishi may soon be caving in much earlier than he thought, and because, according to this article, he has said he is apparently willing to speak to Tory rebels about potential amendments to the flagship Rwanda bill, about how it could be improved and made even more effective. Or to be honest, I think the best way that could be improved is if we actually just leave the ECHR completely instead of doing the bill in the first place, but that's just me. There is a catch though to his caving, and that apparently is that any amendments to the bill must have a respectable legal argument and must maintain Rwanda's participation within the scheme. But the thing is, apparently right-wing Tories have said that this is not correct and want the government to go further in order to close down the options migrants have to appeal, which in my opinion would surely make more sense, wouldn't it? Because let's face it, half of the time, or actually the majority of the time, the deportation flights will ever get cancelled, it's because people want to appeal, isn't it? And this bill doesn't exactly change that. I mean, from what I've heard, it says something along the lines that in general, people have to go to Rwanda because A, B or C, but apparently individual people can appeal this and say, well, that is the case, but this is not right for me because... So in which case the bill is probably about as workable as a chocolate teacup. And whilst of course Rishi's lawyers will say things like the bill is hardline enough to work and things like that, it's all about putting that to the test, isn't it? So therefore, if it does work, then great. But if it doesn't, then Rishi will surely have to fall on his sword, wouldn't he? Because presumably any credibility, if you can call it that he has left will long since be gone, won't it? Along with, of course, any hopes of his election win. Because let's face it, the polls have been going down every month from what I've heard since he's actually got into Downing Street.